So I get up this morning and I'm heading to work and I put on something to listen to while I'm driving. And I start hearing about something that is kind of shocking to me. And I'm starting to believe that this game might actually be cursed when it comes to development and Ubisoft trying to pull their head out of their ass. For those of you who are unaware, I believe it was just found out today that Assassin's Creed Shadows physical copies have been leaked. Not digital, not people pirating or hacking. Physical copies are being sold by street vendors or Facebook Marketplace or basically anywhere, like as if it fell off the back of a truck and they're reselling the physical game for $100 and stuff like that. To say this game has had a rough development cycle is honestly putting it lightly, honestly. With everything coming out with the reveal of the both protagonists, the backlash against Yasuke, the putting in the inaccurate Japanese architect or putting in Chinese stuff, not Japanese, and possibly upsetting Japanese fans for this game. And with the game about to release in a month, this is just another thing to put on top of the cake. And nearly a month before its scheduled release, physical copies of AC Shadows have been reported leaking, and people are sharing what they have on social media, gameplay clips, images of the disc, and other details about the game. One person unsubscribed to, Luke Stevens, actually mentioned in his video that he was able to play Assassin's Creed Shadows early and was able to see how the game boots up and stuff like that. And then he went ahead and watched these leaked gameplay videos, and I'm not going to show any just for privacy concerns. I don't think Ubisoft wants to actually have all this stuff being leaked out, and I respect that, as much as they've been pretty shitty lately. But Luke Stevens confirmed that, yes, what you were seeing in those leaked gameplay footages is the actual starting up of the game. So these aren't like fakes or people just trying to get some internet clout. These are actual physical copies of the games that have been leaked. And a lot of people are trying to figure out why or what happened. And one theory that I found while researching is honestly my favorite, and I think this is basically what happened. Turns out, when Assassin's Creed Shadows was supposed to release on Valentine's Day, and when it suddenly got delayed, apparently nobody knew about the delay except for the people who posted that delaying message. Not the developers, probably manufacturers or shipping, none of them knew about it. So I wonder if basically all these physical copies are ready to go, because they can update and fix the game with patches, or the day one patch like every game has. So the physical copy is just a license, essentially. We all know that by now. So I wonder if these sat in a warehouse or in a truck or some sort. Maybe it didn't have any warning labels that said don't open until this date or something like that. Don't exactly know how physical copies get out and about. But they're showing up in street vendors and marketplaces, and people are selling free copies of the game for $100 or stuff like that. And it makes me wonder if someone saw this and basically did something illegal, took copies of the game to either sell or project what they found. Obviously no one's come forth with how they've gotten these game copies. Obviously I wouldn't do that. That's basically asking, hey, arrest me, please. But still, people are sharing that, hey, this happened. And I don't remember hearing about something like this ever happening before. And of all games and all companies it's to happen to, it couldn't have been the worst one to do it to. So the fact that this actually got leaked is really concerning for people. People are going to be able to access the game before it's technically officially ready, and either put an early review of some sort out before reviewers can even get to it. And that could affect Ubisoft's score or even Ubisoft's sales. If these leaked people are getting the game a month early and they say it's bad, that could potentially make people not want to get this game that were possibly interested in getting it, such as myself. Now, Ubisoft has gone ahead and did an announcement on basically what's going on, and basically they put out this message saying, hello everyone, we are aware players have accessed Assassin's Creed Shadows ahead of its official release. The development team is still working on patches to prepare the experience for launch, and any footage shared online does not represent the final quality of the game. Leaks are unfortunate and can diminish the excitement for players. We kindly ask you not spoil the experience for others. Thank you to our community for already taking steps to protect everyone from spoilers. Stay in the shadows, avoid the spoilers, and keep an eye on our channel for more official surprises in the coming weeks. March 20th will be here soon. And so, for someone who is curious about getting this game, it is kind of crazy that this is happening, because I am scrolling through Twitter, and it is getting recommended to me because probably Mark Zuckerberg heard me talking about it on my phone and decided to push this stuff to me. But like, as someone who is genuinely curious about how this game's gonna go, I want to see first party reviews for it, like not big corporations or Game Informer and stuff like that. I want to hear what the player base actually thinks of this game, because I know a lot of us hate on it. I hate on what their decisions are doing. The fact that they're trying to backpedal Yasuke, apparently now you don't need to switch characters ever to play this game. The fact that they hid Yasuke on their official store page just shows Naomi now. It's they're making a lot of decisions that are really interesting, and like I've said before to my friends, I believe they're doing all these rapid decisions quickly to try to avoid being bought out. Because I firmly believe, and I think a lot of people are waiting for it, if Assassin's Creed Shadows does officially tank, they are probably going to get bought out by Tencent. Their Ubisoft stocks have been plummeting for years now, to I think almost a decade long. And even though they had some ups and downs, like Far Cry 3, The Division 2, Assassin's Creed Origins, and Odyssey, it still has never gone back up, and because they keep releasing these failures like Skull and Bones or AC Mirage. Yeah, it brought Assassin's Creed back to basics, but I'm gonna be honest, it still wasn't that good of a game to a lot of people, and unfortunately the combat in the game was absolutely trash, so it made a lot of people not want to play it. I don't really know personally how I feel about Ubisoft getting bought by Tencent. On one hand, I think it might be a good idea, just because maybe they can sell off their IPs, and maybe we can actually see some of these IPs return, like Splinter Cell keeps getting hinted at, or maybe Assassin's Creed is sold to a different company, or maybe we'll even see The Division 3 and not some mobile game knockoff, or a better Watch Dogs. Like, Ubisoft has a lot of good IP ideas, and that's why I used to consider myself a fanboy of them, because I like the ideas that they do. I really do. But they keep making these horrible decisions, and it's like, what do you guys expect? Like, you're on the verge of bankruptcy, it seems like, and you really need this win, or else you are going to get bought by another company and join the ranks of all the other companies that Tencent owns. I know people are praying for like a return to Ghost Recon format, but I don't really know how good it will be if this happens. And I'm very skeptical about all this. And here's the thing, I would never wish like someone to lose their job. I don't think that's fair, especially with the way the economy is these days. Or Ubisoft doing massive layoffs because their higher-ups decided they needed to focus on certain things in games and not focus on the thing that we actually want that makes people sell games. But it really does feel like this game is cursed when it comes to this stuff. And I keep seeing that around everywhere. Like, people are like, this game is just having issues non-stop, where it comes to Japan getting mad at how they're representing Japanese culture, to the fact that Ubisoft never wanted to do Japan to begin with, and it was just considered the perfect setting for an Assassin's Creed game, which it is, to the fact that this game got delayed multiple times, and the last time it got delayed, it was so spontaneous, not even Ubisoft, the majority of Ubisoft knew that it was happening. And I don't know, I'm hopeful that the game does do good. Like, I've seen gameplay footage of Naomi, and I think she looks fantastic. Her parkouring, her combat, her weapons, it all looks genuinely fun to me personally. I'm really excited to play her. Yasuke just really looks like a clumsy samurai when it comes to the movement. His combat looks fun, don't get me wrong on that. But when I play Assassin's Creed, I want to be able to go anywhere on the map. And the fact that Yasuke is limited to not being able to do what an assassin can do, at that point you might as well play Ghost of Tsushima. Even Jin Sakai could climb rock walls and buildings, and it seems like he can't at all. So with this game being a month out, I'm very skeptical on it. I don't think this is going to be the worst Assassin's Creed game of all time. They're doing a lot of stuff that a lot of people want. Like I said, the combat looks decent. If you're a fan of the RPG series, it is an RPG game in the Assassin's Creed universe. I much prefer the original, like, Black Flag and 3 combat, I really do. But this does look fun to me. I do genuinely think this might actually be a decent game. I'm really happy it got delayed the first couple of times because it really did look janky and it looked like a worser Ghost of Tsushima. Nowadays, I think this game might actually stand on its own when it comes to being compared to Ghost of Tsushima. I still do believe Ghost of Yotei is going to destroy this game entirely though. But who knows, with a month out, I mean, you could find out now with the leaks if you really wanted to. I, for one, am going to try to hold out until the game actually comes out because I am curious to see how it is, and I'm curious to see everybody's feedback. But what do you think? Do you think Assassin's Creed Shadows is actually going to be a decent game, or do you think this game is simply doomed to fail and Ubisoft will be bought out by Tencent? Go ahead and let me know in the comments below. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked the video, go ahead and leave a like for me, please. And could you please do me a favor and subscribe? I would love to hit 1,000 subscribers this year. It is my ultimate goal, and I would be very, very much happy to do it. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you all next week.